Stillwater, and I'm Michael
That's
Dixon.
crazy.
This is Star City News.
How do you know? I mean, there's no
Gage is you're
We
older
start
than
with a
me, and
national
Lucas,
story
you're
turned
younger.
local over the weekend.
Yeah.
3 teenagers were arrested for. We're good. Cool. On Star City News, we take a look at the latest clown scares across Lincoln.
And a local church suffered not only 1 but 2 fires. That and more right now. I'm Kennedy Stillwater.
And I'm Michael Dixon, and this is Star City News. It's been rainy all day in the capital city, but things are now getting severe. Cody joins us now with breaking weather news. Cody.
Am I on? Sorry. We have a tornado watch here for Lancaster County, as well as some severe thunderstorm warnings off to our west. Here's a map right now showing our watches and warnings. Lincoln is a part of that tornado watch. That is until 9 p.m. this evening, and that extends down to the south to the Kansas-Nebraska border as well. We also have some severe thunderstorm warnings for Thayer and Fillmore counties. These storms have 1-inch diameter hail as well as 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts with them, and they are moving to the northeast at 45 miles an hour. So we will continue to keep you guys updated throughout the evening as the conditions warrant. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Cody. We start with a national story turned local. Over the weekend, 3 teenagers were arrested for terroristic threats while dressed as clowns in Grand Island.
And now there have been several reports of clowns in Lincoln. With more on the story, let's go live to Star City's Bailey Hurley. Bailey?
Lincoln got an early Halloween scare yesterday with 3 clown sightings around town. And although the new fad is racking up likes on social media, it's adversely affecting those in the community.
It makes me sad because we're supposed to be in the business to make people happy and entertain children and have fun. And this is kind of a downer to the clown world.
Daisy Doe has owned her clowning business for about 15 years, and she says she hasn't ever seen a national trend quite like this that hits so close to home.
I'm hoping this is just a Halloween trick and kids are just having fun. There's no harm intended, but if it is something worse, I wish they would find another costume.
LPD responded to a call yesterday of a clown in Wilderness Park twirling a bat. And then last night, UNLPD responded to 2 clowns walking around campus, scaring people.
I think it's terrifying. I think it's a little messed up that these people think it's okay to dress up like clowns and just wander the campus and terrorize people. Like, people have serious fears.
But for Daisy Doe, her fear is how badly this national clown craze affects her business.
All this will go away and then we'll have to rebuild our reputation as clowns are fun-loving, good people just wanting to entertain.
After burning for hours early Monday morning, the Belmont Baptist Church burned a second time last night. The 2 fires caused an estimated $350,000 to $400,000 in damage, and authorities continue to investigate potential arson. The second fire was much smaller than the first, but the flames destroyed the 2-story section of the church that had been standing since 1959. Lincoln Fire Battalion Chief Leo Binnis credits the hard work of LFR in getting the fire put out so quickly.
We did have a large volume of fire during the height of the fire, but crews were able to knock it down. I think we reported the fire under control in about 45 minutes, which for the volume of fire we had was a pretty good firefight. And once again, I attribute it to the crew's hard work, and the large diameter lines that they deployed initially in the fire made a big difference in the outcome.
A 36-year-old man was charged Monday after trying to meet with a 15-year-old girl for sex. George Nichols of Lincoln posted an ad on Craigslist asking for women between the ages of 18 and 23 when an undercover officer posing as an underage girl responded. Nichols had planned to meet the girl at Van Dorn Park and was arrested and found with condoms and a blanket in his car. Police say the man had said he simply just wanted to educate the girl on safe sex practices, and Nichols was released from jail. And 2 Lincoln men are heading to prison after they sexually assaulted a 10-year-old girl. Felipe Herman Mora and Rafael Herman Mora will face a minimum of 20 years in prison after they both assaulted a young girl from the ages of 7 to 10. Felipe Mora was found guilty on 4 counts of sexual assault, while Rafael Mora pleaded no contest to 1. And a 29-year-old man who had been reported missing since Saturday has now been found dead. Dustin Niemeyer, whose last contact with anyone was via text message Saturday afternoon, was found dead outside of his rural Lancaster County home Monday night. Lincoln police had asked for the public's help in locating the missing man, while his wallet, cell phone, and car remained at his residence. Police do not suspect foul play in his death at this time.
Cabela's, the hunting, fishing, and outdoor gear store, has agreed to a buyout of $5.5 billion by Bass Pro Shop. The chain, which had built a following among hunters and outdoor enthusiasts, came under pressure after revenue and profit growth sputtered. Cabela's card portfolio is issued by its world's foremost bank subsidiary, which employs 700 people here in Lincoln. The retailer had about 1.9 million active accounts in 2015, a 6.8% increase from a year earlier, according to its annual report. Papillion La Vista football player Brandon Staberg was rushed to the hospital after he ran off the football field not feeling well on a Friday night game. He underwent surgery to alleviate pressure on his brain. Officials say he is responding very well to the treatment, but is still listed in critical condition. Brandon said that he is thankful to be alive and feels very blessed. Coming up after the break, we'll talk the latest in politics.
And October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Welcome to the Adele Coryell Hall Learning Commons. This new addition will soon become the scholastic hub of City Campus. Enjoy the vibrant learning environment designed to accommodate and promote academics. The Commons also has a number of private study rooms to gather and collaborate with classmates and friends. Come visit the Adele Coryell Hall Learning Commons at Love Library today.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month was created to shed light on one of America's most deadly.
The College of Journalism and Mass Communications is the perfect place for higher learning. Students have the chance to study journalism, broadcast journalism, and add PR. Our distinguished students have the best possible resources with equipment, professors, and internships. Coming soon is the first of its kind, interactive digital media hub. The future is bright at the Co-JMC. Why not make yours too? Enroll today. Visit journalism.unl.edu.
In 2012, the national percentage of adults reporting that they drank too much alcohol before driving was 1.9%. In that same year, Nebraska adults reported 3.4%, nearly twice as much as the national average. People know they shouldn't drive, yet they still do. People go out and plan on coming back home. But as we all know, everything doesn't always go as planned. Inform those around you about the risks of drunk driving.
What would we do if we won the Powerball jackpot?
That's daunting to think about.
The music may change, but we'll still be there. Music, sports, and more. 90.3 KRNU.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
And Star City's Michael Horst has more on the cause.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month was created to shed light on one of America's most deadly diseases for women. In 2015, there was an estimation of over 40,000 deaths in the U.S. In Nebraska alone, there were over 1,100 female deaths between 2008 and 2012.
Nebraska's doing its best to lower that number by holding events for the cause throughout Lincoln and Omaha.
Friday morning, Lincoln commuters can stop by Nebraska Medicine, grab a free breakfast, and schedule a mammogram. On Sunday, Omaha hosts the Nebraska Race for a Cure, and if you don't want to run for the cause, you can dine out. Dine Out for the Cure is taking place at Noodles & Company in Pickleman's. On the 13th, Von Maur and Dillard's will have a complimentary bra fitting, donating $2 to the foundation for every participant. And to wrap it up on the 23rd, Holmes Lake Park will host the Making Strides of Lincoln Walk. Donations for the events will go to the Susan G. Komen Foundation that works towards breakthrough research to prevent and hopefully cure breast cancer. Kennedy, Michael.
Thanks, Michael. While the presidential race continues to heat up, tonight is the first debate between vice presidential nominees Tim Kaine and Mike Pence. Kaine was serving as the junior United States Senator in Virginia, and Pence was serving as the governor of Indiana. The debate starts at 8 o'clock and will last approximately 90 minutes.
New York Times reported that in 1995, the Republican presidential nominee filed a loss of $916 million. Because of that loss, Trump could have gone 18 years without paying taxes. CNN has verified these facts independently, but Trump's campaign has yet to argue it.
As a major real estate developer in this country and throughout the world, I face enormous taxes: city taxes, state taxes, sales taxes, excise taxes, employee taxes, federal taxes, VAT taxes, different countries.
Trump says he will not release his tax returns until Hillary Clinton releases her 30,000 emails.
Today in Colorado, he claimed he brilliantly used the laws to avoid paying taxes. Well, that just shows, number one, he is the poster boy for the same rigged system that he would make even worse.
Donald Trump's taxes have still not been released, therefore they're not off the table for Hillary Clinton to attack. Former President Bill Clinton stopped in Flint, Michigan to campaign for his wife, Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton, and spoke about the downfalls with Obamacare.
Insurance company, and they're getting whacked. So you've got this crazy system where all of a sudden 25 million more people have health care, and then the people are out there busting it sometimes 60 hours a week, wind up with their premiums doubled and their coverage cut in half. It's the craziest thing in the world.
He went on to say it doesn't make any sense, so the insurance model doesn't work here. Small businesses are getting killed.
Gang violence in one New York suburban community has taken a nasty turn after at least 4 teenagers from Brentwood High School were found dead this last month. As a result, students have expressed their concerns with walking alone, and officials have warned the students of wearing clothing that might offend gang members. A source told the Associated Press that the Salvadorian gang MS-13 is behind the killings. Hurricane Matthew continues to rip through the Caribbean and Atlantic Ocean.
We'll ask Cody what is expected to hit the states. Coming up after the break.
Look for a way to give back to the community. The Nebraska's Humane Society Pelock Pet Adoption Center is located off of 70th Street and Highway 2. The Capital Humane Society is always looking for cat, dog, and critter lovers to help comfort and play with the animals as they find their forever homes. Stop in or go to www.capitalhumanesociety.org to learn how you can give back to the community today.
Good evening, Lincoln, with your Star City weather forecast. I'm Cody Carlin. Well, we had quite a sloppy day here in Lincoln. A lot of rainfall, had as much as a quarter of an inch of rain here in the capital city, and that could actually only be getting higher as we move throughout the day. Currently, we do have some stormy conditions in the capital city under 68-degree temperatures, and radar right now will actually show that we have some more showers and storms moving into the area. We have a large amount of rain moving off towards Omaha, but we do have some severe weather as well. This severe thunderstorm warning is for Thayer and Fillmore County. Right now they are experiencing, this warning is for golf ball size hail as well as 60-mile-an-hour winds. That is moving to the northeast at 45 miles an hour. So we will continue to track this storm, and if it gets any closer to Lincoln, we'll continue to update you with those warnings. Here's the almanac for today. We are actually 3 degrees cooler than our average high of 71. We were at 68 was the high. So we actually are starting to feel a little bit more fall-like as we move towards the beginning, or towards the middle of fall rather. And now for our this evening, looking like those storms are going to end as that line approaches Lincoln and then moves off towards the east. 47 degrees will be the low, with south wind at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Drying out for tomorrow, looking a lot nice for tomorrow. 75 degrees and sunny. Northeast winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. And then here's your 7-day forecast. Looking great out there for Friday and Saturday. A little bit more fall-like. 61 on Friday, 65 on Saturday. And then as we head into the beginning of your work week next week, looking great again. 71, 73, and 74 respectively for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. But guys, we have severe weather here in Lincoln, but there's also Hurricane Matthew out on the East Coast, looking more like more probably Friday into Saturday. Possibility for the Florida Keys as well as Carolina areas to get hit with that.
That's a pretty nasty hurricane, we understand too, right?
Yeah, Category 4 right now, looking like it could be about that, maybe a little bit lower as it's starting to make its way towards the U.S.
Thanks, Cody.
You bet.
Deflategate no longer.
Star City's Dwayne Taylor will fill you on Tom Brady's return in sports coming up after the break.
One wrong choice can make you feel like the walls are closing in. Sometimes, you don't know where to turn. Student Legal Services is here for you when those situations strike. SLS attorneys offer free legal advice and representation to registered UNL students. Don't let one wrong decision ruin your future plans. Contact Student Legal Services at 402-472-3350 or visit our office at the UNL Student Union.
Look for a way to give back to the community. The Nebraska's Humane Society Pelock Pet Adoption Center is located off of 70th Street and Highway 2. The Capital Humane Society is always looking for cat, dog, and critter lovers to help comfort and play with the animals as they find their forever homes. Stop in or go to www.capitalhumanesociety.org to learn how you can give back to the community today.
Hi, I'm Dwayne Taylor with your sports update. Let's get this thing started with Monday Night Football. The Vikings ravaged the Giants in a 24-10 win. 0-0 in the first quarter, but the shift starts early with 6 minutes in with a massive fumble by Dwayne Harris. Now, they've got to catch up from that. The Vikings take full advantage of the fumble, driving it into their end zone. And is that Matt Asiata slamming that in for the 6th? Yes. Second quarter, Sam Bradford's coming in with that homing missile straight down the field. Stephon Diggs catches for the first down, and that sets it up real nice for another slick reception, this time by Kyle Rudolph, bringing the Vikings up to a 14-0 lead. Field goal in hand, the Giants try to come back, but Eli Manning, oh man, tosses an easy interception to Xavier Rhodes, giving the Vikings possession of the ball to solidify that score. Now, if we're talking about the play of the game, it's got to be the ball boy. Check this out. Bradford scrambling away from Vernon, throws the ball away to prevent the sack, but watch that again. Ball boy, feet planted, one-handed. Somebody sign this kid, please. The Vikings go on to a 24-10 win over the Giants, and that is your Monday Night Football. Now, the NFL experienced a reinflation when the return of Tom Brady. The two-time NFL MVP has been on a 4-week suspension due to his alleged involvement in Deflategate. Now, he made his first statements last night and emphasized he's ready to join his team back on the field. Brady's return is planned for this Sunday's game when the 3-1 Patriots pop pads with 0-4 Cleveland. Now, a legend of the Boston Red Sox franchise was honored this weekend at their last regular season game. David Ortiz announced his retirement before the season even began, but this weekend, the Red Sox gave him a going away he'd never forget. The ceremony was capped by retiring Ortiz's number, an honor that's never been done before a player was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Congratulations, David. Now, don't get confused now. There's more baseball to be played. The playoffs start tonight with the Orioles going bat-to-bat with the Blue Jays, and as per usual, winner takes all. The wild card winner moving on to the divisional round. Hey, that's sports. I'm Dwayne Taylor. Kennedy Michael, back to you.
Grab yourself a butterbeer because Harry Potter is back on the big screen.
But please remember to drink responsibly. Lauren has more in entertainment after the break.
Welcome to the Adele Coriel Hall Learning Commons. This new addition will soon become the scholastic hub of City Campus. Enjoy the vibrant learning environment designed to accommodate and promote academics. The Commons also has a number of private study rooms to gather and collaborate with classmates and friends. Come visit the Adele Coriel Hall Learning Commons at Love Library today.
Welcome back to Star City News. I'm Lauren Reams with your latest in entertainment. Kanye West has rescheduled several upcoming tour dates to be with his family after his wife, Kim Kardashian West, was tied up and robbed in Paris. Today, new details say Kardashian was able to escape the dangerous situation by running to her friend Simone Haro-Chi, who was also in the apartment at the time. Simone texted Kardashian's bodyguard and Kourtney Kardashian for help. The French Interior Ministry says the men were able to gain access to Kardashian's apartment after 5 men threatened the apartment building's concierge with a weapon, then handcuffed him and forced him to open the private apartment. After giving her statement to investigators, Kim took a private jet back to the U.S. immediately, where she is currently. In brighter news, 16-year-old Olympic gold medalist Lori Hernandez continues to dominate the Dancing with the Stars stage after scoring the season's first perfect 10 Monday evening. Hernandez and her partner Val Chmielewski rocked a flawless jazz routine to Michael Jackson's The Way You Make Me Feel. Judge Julianne Hough also went as far to call Hernandez the Queen of the Ballroom. Judge Julianne Hough and contestant Amber Rose were also able to address their feud after Rose says she felt body shamed by Hough last week. After Rose's steamy tango performance, Hough said the performance made her feel uncomfortable, which Rose took as Hough feeling uneasy about her curves and sexuality. However, Hough and Rose were able to address each other following Amber's performance.
You said that I felt very embarrassed, and I felt like you weren't talking about my dance, but if I misunderstood, then I apologize.
As a judge on this show, I am here to solely judge you and everyone else in this competition for only the dancing.
In other body-shaming news, singer Demi Lovato spoke to Glamour magazine about the false image Taylor Swift's squad presents and how none of the members of her squad have a normal body. Lovato also says Taylor's squad creates a false persona of what people should look like, stating there's more than one body type for women. Lovato also criticizes Taylor for having a song and music video about tearing down Katy Perry. She claimed it's not empowering for women. Lovato's piece in Glamour magazine hit stands in November.
Discipline your mind.
We're in this together.
If Voldemort's building up an army, then I want to fight.
And get excited, Harry Potter fans, because Warner Brothers and IMAX have announced the re-release of the Harry Potter series for a one-week event around the U.S. Beginning on October 13th, all 8 films will be showed at IMAX theaters around the country. Fans will also get a behind-the-scenes look of the Harry Potter prequel films, Fantastic Beasts, and where to find them. Coming up next on Star City News, a man was mauled by a bear and lived to tell the story, and a man surprises his fiancée with the wedding only 6 hours after he proposed. Josh has more after the break.
What would we do if we won the Powerball jackpot?
That's daunting to think about.
The music may change, but we'll still be there. Music, sports, and more. 90.3 KRNU.
The College of Journalism and Mass Communications is the perfect place for higher learning. Students have the chance to study journalism, broadcast journalism, and ad PR. Our distinguished students have the best possible resources with equipment, professors, and internships. Coming soon is the first of its kind, Interactive Digital Media Hub. The future is bright at the CoJMC. Why not make yours too? Enroll today. Visit journalism.unl.edu.
Greetings and salutations, Star City News. I'm your social media host, Josh Tomjack, with today's trending topics. Step aside, Grizzly Adams, there's a new head honcho in the Wild West. Fans of last year's blockbuster, The Revenant, will find this first video eerily familiar. A Montana man endured a brutal bear attack and lived to tell the tale on Facebook. Take a look and be warned, this clip contains graphic images.
And then my shoulder is ripped up. I think my arm's broke, but legs are good. Internal organs are good. Eyes are good. I just walked out 3 miles and I go to the hospital. So be safe out there.
There he is, composed, blood caked on his face, bones broken. Todd Orr certainly gives new meaning to the term mountain man. Speaking of giving new meaning to phrases, how about this Maryland couple who redefined what it means to elope? Alfred Duncan concocted an epic scheme for his then girlfriend, Cheryl Woodward, that began with a noontime proposal, included impromptu wedding photos, surprise makeup sessions, and blindfolds. Videos of the marathon's 6-hour love story have since taken over Facebook and Twitter. Family Feud host Steve Harvey even took time to comment, tweeting, "Wow, that hashtag Forever Duncan. Us men are showing out in 2016. Hashtag profess." Men everywhere will now have to take notes from Mr. Duncan. Nicely done, Alfred. And October 4th is National Taco Day. An estimated 4.5 billion tacos are consumed in the U.S. each year. It's hard to wander anywhere without running into a good taco institution, whether it's a mom and pop shop on the corner or a big national taco chain. Taco peddlers everywhere are raining down deals for the special day. That's it for me today. Kennedy, Michael, back to you guys.
So it's National Taco Day, but it's also another special holiday.
It's National Animal Day.
And we have a few pictures. Okay, so the one in the middle, that is Chico. That is my Chihuahua from back home in Dallas, Texas. The one on the right is Pedro, another Chihuahua from back home in Dallas, Texas. But Kennedy, there's another one joining us up there.
Yes, that's Lola. I've had her since 4th grade, and I'm so obsessed with her. Love her
And
so much.
Cody, do you have any pets?
I do. I have one dog, a little West Highland Terrier. It's great little dog.
Beautiful. What's the name?
Misty.
Beautiful,
Oh,
beautiful.
good name.
Okay, but you also have some information or breaking news on the weather.
Yes, we still are under the tornado watch tonight until 9 p.m. here in Lancaster County, and we also have some severe thunderstorm warnings actually just to our west in Thayer County as well as Fillmore County. There is a severe thunderstorm warning for large hail and damaging winds up to golf ball size hail.
And what should people do to keep an eye on these storms, and what should they do to keep themselves wary?
You guys just stay right here. Also listen to National Weather Service watches and warnings. Those come out over the radio a lot of times as well. So.
And then one last update, we've got the hurricane in the Atlantic. Anything further on that?
Just make sure to tune in on Thursday to Star City News. We'll have a little bit more up-to-date information for you guys on that.
Fantastic. For Cody, for Kennedy, I'm Michael Dixon signing off on Star City News. Thank you for joining us, and we'll talk to you again on Thursday.